So hi everyone, today we will talk about Destination NAT and why do we use Destination NAT. So consider you are hosting one website xyz.com website, and the public IP for your website is 1.1.1.0, and you are hosting the web server in your internal infrastructure. So if someone access xyz.com, or if someone access 1.1.1.0, it should hit your internal web server. And how are we going to achieve this is using destination NAT policy. So I'll show you how to configure destination NAT policy on the Palo Alto. And why do we use destination NAT is, we are hiding our internal IP behind the destination NAT policy. So your internal infrastructure uh, will have security from the internet users. So how are we going to configure it? I'll just show you.
So today we'll see how to configure destination NAT on the Palo Alto. So what I'm doing is like I'm using 1.1.1.10 IP to access my DMZ switch, and 1.1.1.0/24 is my internet subnet, and 10.10.10.0/24 is my DMZ, and 10.10.20.0/24 is my LAN network. So I'm going to use 1.1.1.10 IP to access my DMZ switch from internet by using destination NAT. So as of now, there is nothing much configured on the Palo Alto. Just I have configured the interfaces, and there is one policy, allow all, which will allow traffic from every zone to every zone. And there is just at the moment there is one default NAT policy configured just to have internet access to my LAN subnet. So this is my LAN subnet. So the IP of the LAN subnet is 10.10.20.0/24, and I'm using 20.10 for the computer I'm having in the LAN subnet. So let's start. I'll just ping the next router's interface, which is this one, just to verify that I have access to the internet from my LAN subnet, and I'll just see the flows on the Palo Alto. So let me try with continuous ping. Yeah. So I'm just checking one session on the Palo Alto just to show that it is using my default NAT policy, which I'm using for the internet access. So you can see here. So I'm pinging 1.1.1.2, which is internet routers interface from my LAN, and it is using default NAT policy. So let's configure destination NAT policy, which will allow me to access DMZ switch from the internet host. So go to NAT policy. I'll add one, which I'll give as D-NAT destination NAT. Original packet now, The packet which is coming to Palo Alto is from the outside zone. So the zone will be outside, pretty simple. So destination is, I'm going to access 1.1.1.10, which is an IP from the outside subnet. So destination zone will also be an outside because I'm going to ping or I'm going to access uh, this IP over HTTP. So this IP we are using as a outside zone. We are use this IP is from the outside zone. So destination zone should also be an outside. So destination interface, I'm keeping it as any, but if you want, you can specify it as Ethernet 1 by 1, and if you depends on the policy you want to, or depends on the port you want to access, you can specify the port as well. So I'm just keeping it as any for now. So internet source could be anything, so I'm keeping it as any, and destination IP address I'm using 1.1.1.10. So in translated packet, I'm going to use destination address translation. Going to use destination NAT, and what I want to do is translate the packets which are coming to this IP to the DMZ switch IP, which is 10.10.10.2. So here I'll use 10.10.10.2 IP, and this is one of my uh, a specific rule which I'll be putting about the default net, and I'll commit the changes. So let's wait until till the changes are committed on the Palo Alto. So yeah, commit is successful. Now I'll try to access the internet host. So this is my internet host. And just to show you, so which is 172.16.10.10, which is this IP. So I'll try to ping 1.1.1.10. I'll give continuous ping, and you can see the reply from that IP. So we'll go, we'll check on the Palo Alto sessions, how the sessions are getting shown here, and we'll look at a particular session to see how the destination NAT is allowing that session. So yeah, this session I could see it is coming from the internet. So session ID. So if we dig into dig a little into that session, so you can see the source is outside source. I'm pinging 1.1.10, and it is from source to client. You can see the traffic. So the reply is coming from 10.10.10.2, which is nothing but my DMZ switch. And you can see the port translation is a destination, and it is heading the correct NAT rule, which is destination NAT. So allow, I'll just enable HTTP service on this switch. IP So show run. So I have just enabled HTTP service on this switch. Now I should be able to access the switch over that IP. So it's going to be 1.1.1.10, and see it is prompting for the password. So I'm not sure what I have configured the password, but let's see if it is helping. So if I dig a bit into sessions, I should see that. So I'm just checking for the session details for that particular port 80 session. So you can see the source is outside source, and the destination port is 80, which is what I was trying to access the DMZ switch on the port 80 HTTP service. And you can see it is going to hit my DMZ switch, and the NAT slash port translation is destination, and the rule it is hitting is NAT, destination NAT rule. So this is it. Thank you.